What a
Next up, we have reviews. So.
Reviews are starting to give me mad anxiety these days, man. I don't know what's going on.
Why?
I wouldn't say that's an exaggeration, but I'm like, oh shit, what do I say?
So,
what do I do?
You know what to
just
say.
a bit of behind the scenes. Whenever when I write the script, I like to know what we're going to talk about. Whenever it comes to Karen, he says, "Oh, I haven't been reading or doing anything, so I don't have anything." So on the script, I put Isha, what Isha's going to review, and then on Karen's one, I put it's a mystery. ... Because he always says he's never got anything to say, but then he's got 5 things to
And then
say.
we've got
So
5 things to say.
let's see what's the mystery today.
This is why I love it. Yeah.
Oh, am I going first? All right.
Yeah, go on.
Well, today I decided because so basically, I'm
Rich, you
gonna
first.
read. Oh no! I'm gonna
No,
review on the Stump.
Okay.
On the Stump issue 1.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
The reason I'm going back to issue 1 is because a week or two ago, issue 3 came, and I thought I was gonna review it for today.
Okay.
But then I thought I can't because the last time I tried to review issue 2, I barely knew what I was talking about.
Yes,
so I
okay.
decided to wrote notes.
Okay.
I've got the comic.
Okay.
I'm going to read it.
See?
Don't
No
read the
anxiety
comic, I'm going
needed.
to
There we go.
review.
Yeah.
So issue 1 starts at, so the comic is called Premise. The comic is called On the Stump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laws, legislations, presidencies, all political crap goes down on the Stump.
Ooh.
You get your I don't know, politicians or whatever, you get 2 of them and they have to fight it out. Whoever wins gets whatever it is they're fighting for, whatever it is. So if you want to pass a new law, if you want there to be a law where you're only allowed to wear trainers on a Tuesday, sneakers on a Tuesday, then
Trainers.
then you have to fight it out.
Right,
on the
okay.
Stump. That's the premise.
It's like Speaker's Corner in like Marble Arch, but like we're fighting.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, go. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should do that in Marble Arch. That'd be cool.
Go ahead.
And issue 1 starts out on the Stump. It's like a crowd. They're watching a fight, and it's with Senator Jack Hammer versus Senator Sweet Smell Shaw.
Jack Hammer. That's a good name.
Jack Hammer.
Sweet Smell Shaw.
Sweet
Okay.
Smell Shaw.
Okay.
We're rooting for Jack Hammer because.
Are we sure? Okay. Yeah. Okay. You are Go ahead.
And Jack Hammer, that is a dope name. You ever see that episode of The Simpsons where he changed his name to Max Power?
Yes.
Yeah. That kind of Jack Hammer, I like that. Jack Hammer. Anyway, sorry, I'm losing. So Jack Hammer was paid. He actually won the fight. Yeah, he beat the crap out. Like he laid the dude out. They're fighting, they're punching, and then all of a sudden he just does his body. He just rocks him up.
Okay.
And then you find out that Hammer was actually supposed to lose the fight. He was supposed to lose the fight to this guy. I'm starting to feel these notes aren't good enough. So then, so there's a senator. Sorry, there's a senator called, and get this name, Thunder Bearer.
Thunder Bearer.
I just want to read this comic just for the names. Yeah.
Yeah. Senator Thunder Bearer wanted to introduce a killing. Yeah, so he wanted to introduce killing in the ring. Okay. So he basically paid Hammer to lose the fight, and he was supposed to lose the fight against Shaw. Hammer decided not to lose the fight. Okay. And decided he didn't care for the law, so he's just going to do what he wants. Okay. And meanwhile, they're like assassins or hit girls, and they were watching the fight, and they saw that Hammer won. So their job then was to basically go to Shaw in the hospital and murk him, which is what they did. There's a police officer, I forgot to take down her name, who goes to talk to Hammer because she's investigating something regarding the dirty politicians, and that's where my notes end.
But it looks good though.
Are you enjoying the comic? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it actually is a pretty good comic, and I don't know if I got you with the premise and what little notes I took, but it's definitely worth a read. There's a scene where like the two girls, they go to the hospital, they dress up, they have funny conversations as well. Like there's this bit where they're having a conversation where one of them likes the smell of hospitals, the other one doesn't like the smell of hospitals, but they're trying on, you know, the white coats and stuff, and one of them's like, the stethoscope is a bit much. I actually, little details like that I like in comic books.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
In dialogue.
Every little banter.
Yeah, just little banter like that. So there was a guy called, I forgot his name, but Jack Hammer, when he was talking to the police officer, they go to investigate something. I forgot what, I'm sorry. And he gets approached by another fighter, another Senate, and he stabs him. This Senate stabs Jack Hammer.
Oh no.
So there's just like a lot going on in this comic. There's these other two fighters that are doing some stuff. That happening. Oh, this guy. Bear in mind, this is Image Comics, yeah? Look at this guy's t-shirt. Look at the guy's t-shirt. Hang on. Can you see that?
Nice.
He's wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt. But anyway, it's a really good read. It really, really is. And I would give this comic from issue 1 probably like
5.
How many geeks do we give? Like 5 at the most, right?
5, yeah.
Yeah. So I would give this 3.5 to 4 geeks as for a first.
Ooh, nice.
Stump, issue 1. It's already out. I don't know how easy it is to find issue 1 now. But it's written by Chuck Brown. The art is by Prenzy Clayton Cowles. No, wait.
Cool.
Names are weird. But yeah, it's a dope book. Go get it. Something different. It's different from like reading superheroes swooping down and saving the day all the time.
Busting it up, yeah.
Fighting for laws and legislation. Wouldn't you love to see
Boris Johnson and Jeremy Corbyn?
Jeremy Corbyn just rock it out.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be sick.
That'd be hilarious.
Boris Johnson can't fight.
We don't know.
Oh no, there's proof.
Don't get me started with.
I'm telling you, there's proof. I would love to get in the ring.
I would love to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would love to. I want to get in the ring.
I think everybody would.
I mean, I don't know if that counts. We're on a live stream. I have no idea if that counts as a terrorist threat. If it does,
the government have got enough to worry about. Just mind your business, okay?
Yeah, that guy, man. Anyway, that racist guy.
Thank you, Kieran.
Sue me.
Called us
racist.
He said we have watermelon mouths and called us pickaninnies. I ain't got time.
Yeah. Okay. The Simpsons foretold that one day they will both die, so it's okay.
Next week, I will be reviewing issue 2 in more depth. I did issue 1. Issue 3. Bear in mind, I checked my emails, and I know X-Men and Fantastic Four, my latest issue of that has been dispatched, and so has Young Justice. So they might interrupt the feed of these comics.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I will be reviewing this as well.
Right now, we're doing Stump, so yeah.
Alright.
Rich, you wanna go?
The Outlaw Red Hood, and this has been my review on the Stump.
Okay.
Richard,
well done.
Back to you.
That's actually the phrase I was looking for.
Okay, so I was watching BNA, Brand New Animal, on Netflix. Was it you?
Episode 1 was sick. Did you watch that?
Episode 1? I'm on like
of BNA.
Yeah, I'm nearly finished it now, man. How many seasons?
I only watched episode.
How many seasons are there?
You've only watched episode 1. Is only one
season?
season?
I only watched episode 1 is because I'm watching Kengen Ashura. My brother's put me on
Twitter. That's fine.
I'm watching this, that, and the third.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
Okay, you can watch Kengen Ashura over BNA. There's only one season of BNA at the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, Corona. So
yeah.
No,
it's good. It is good. So yeah, I think I'm on.
I've binge watched it.
I think I'm on episode 9 or something. But basically, yeah, it is pretty good. I've been waking up like when Cass wakes up early, we kind of get up and we kind of watch something. And we was watching Avatar, but then I stopped. Yeah, so we started watching BNA. He likes the theme tune. He's always like, whenever it comes on, he's like, It starts in. But yeah, it's good, man. And yeah, I like the premise of it. It kind of hits home at this point in time, because it's kind of like what's going on in X-Men as well. Whereas all the mutants have their own place to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, their own island, and everyone like who's a mutant goes there. It's like BNA. Yeah, basically all the so you got humans, and then you got what do they call them? And they don't call them animals. They call them, what do they call them? Yeah, I can't remember.
They had a term.
Beastmen.
Like,
Beastmen.
Beastmen.
Yeah, so you got
Something like that, yeah.
beastmen, and basically they can they're actually beastmen who can turn human. But this girl, she is a beastman. She was a human, and she turned to beastman, and she can't actually turn back. And they're not usually human first off. They're usually just beastmen. So it's a bit of a weird thing that she's a human coming to beastmen. And yeah, it's just her going to the city. Obviously, she's going to the new city. She's happy that she's going there, and then she gets there, and it's not exactly what she thought it might be. I love the that woman that she meets. No, the wolf is called the weasel. The weasel one. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not a weasel. I'm a mink.
Yeah. So she kind of saves her. She's so well funny.
She's funny.
She saves her from getting robbed, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna pay me because I saved your life," and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, yeah.
Good.
But yeah, it's decent. It's very good. I've been enjoying that. I've not finished it. I think I've got like 3 or 4 episodes left. At the moment, I'm giving it about 3.5 geeks out of 5 at the moment.
Cool.
Not too bad, because I would have given that to the episode 1 that I watched. So that's
it is good. I think what it is as well is because I haven't actually watched anime in such a long time. It's something good to it's something nice and smooth to get back into. Something not too full on and crazy. There is so much I do want to watch. Like I would really take you up on that. Yeah, there's so much I would want to watch on Crunchyroll, but I don't know if I've got that much time. Like I was watching Castlevania the other week as well. That was sick. That was really sick. So
the joke was Castlevania. They need to make more episodes of Castlevania. They've been giving you 4 episodes.
Yeah,
and that's the whole season. You're like,
do you know?
Is that how quick that is?
Yeah.
Is that how quick that is?
It is. I think like season 2 and 3, there's a bit more. But do you know what it is?
Yeah.
What's so funny is that when I was younger, me and a couple of other friends, we used to be the only ones that would actually be watching anime and manga. And now it just seems, now I'm not watching it, but everyone else seems to be watching anime now, and it's like, damn.
Yeah. I mean,
and when I look, when I look at stuff, go through the what's on Netflix or what's on there, it's like there's hundreds of them, and I don't even know where to start anymore. So I feel old now, kind of thing.
I remember back in the day when we were watching, like when manga would were the ones producing anime and shit. Like Dune Mechanopolis, Dominion Tank Police. People weren't watching them. It felt like me and my brothers were the only ones watching that stuff.
Small pool of people.
and then it's like, and if you same as comic books, if you were watching anime or manga as they used to call it, or we didn't know any better. If you were watching anime or you were reading comic books, you know what I mean? Like people weren't doing that. Now everybody does it. Everybody. Crazy.
But it's good that you find, obviously, that you find that our community is bigger than we thought it was. Because there are a lot of people who are just like us, who are just like, I've been banging out anime for ages, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what?
But then you have the jumping on the coattails of, like, have you watched this? And I'm like, bitch, I watched it when I was 7.
Yeah.
Like, where
My cousin saying he loves Tank Police, Dominion Tank Police as well. Like, that was sick. Tank Police. That you got
Look at the shoulders. I'm here for these dances. I'm being Choco Cat here for these dances.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
But you know what I don't like? So yeah, we're all geeks and we're out and we're out and about in the world. I don't like that now when I go Forbidden Planet, it's packed.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. When I used to go there,
Empty.
It was
we
empty.
used to make fun in there. And now, and I remember I would see girls in Forbidden Planet. I was playing the place. Like,
we've been out here.
I'm happy now. Like, so I got me a beautiful.
Yeah, you two got your geek girls. You're good. Like, there's other people out here. Like, just...
There were these girls when I did
Yeah, it used to be dead like when we were kids.
We were doing the same thing. We were doing the same thing. We were coming there when no one else was coming to make sure that no one else was teasing us, and then we were at home banging our games. That's what we were doing.
Oh man, no, it's yeah.
Sad times.
It's
Sad times.
But the thing is though, I do appreciate it because obviously now that there's a lot more people in it, you know, there's more reason for it to be still there, for you to still see the old stuff and see new stuff and a lot more new stuff. You know, it'll be, you know, if there weren't that many people out there watching it, and we wouldn't have Crunchyroll or anime on Netflix. So it's good. Yeah, it's good that there's a lot more people.
Yeah.
Or by the way, I was going to mention, I was on YouTube today and a Funimation app an advert came up, so you can watch anime on Funimation now.
Yeah, Funimation's good as well. Yeah, it's not bad. I like
Yeah. Anyway, that's.
I'm just saying, I'm spreading the. Do you know what though? Yeah. On the advert, Funimation said dubbed and subbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do they not?
No, they don't. We've just got
subtitles.
We've just
I don't
got
like
subs.
that.
Not.
Yeah.
That's it. See, that's the thing with BNA as well. I was watching it when I started watching it. I watched it on my own, like the first episode, and then the next morning, Cass was up. Cass woke me up, so we both watched it. And I thought, because I always kind of wanted to do this when I was younger as well. It's like I wish I could have watched anime and watched it in Japanese and learned Japanese. Yeah, picked it up. So I've tried to like watch it in Japanese with Cass there, and it's like, you picking any of this up? No.
Use it as an experiment.
He goes into nursery and he's like, he's saying some very strange words. He's like, he's bilingual.
He'll be trilingual.
Okay.
Nursery shows up to school. Well,
the thing is, I'm speaking to him in English. Danielle's speaking to him in Danish as well. So he'll be speaking Danish and English together. And then I'll put in. If he puts something on TV, he'll be speaking Japanese. And it's like, oh man, what is this kid?
That's fine. That's a good thing. Look, it's better to do it now than later. It's harder to learn later, so you might as well just learn it now.
I might keep watching it in Japanese, and because I do actually prefer them dubbed. I mean subbed anyway. But that is one of the reasons that got me off of anime, is because now, like with YouTube and other stuff, you're kind of watching stuff and you're doing other stuff. I've just become too busy to just sit down and pay attention to it. Like I want to watch Parasite as well, like, but I just haven't had time to sit down and watch it. And you know, saying that, we did the film.
What, the film? Or the
I didn't know there was an anime on it actually.
Oh, the film.
Film. There's an anime called
Is it
Parasite.
based on the same thing? Is it based on the same?
No. So the film is rich people, whatever.
Okay.
It's completely different. And then the anime is to do with an actual parasite.
Yeah.
That comes from space. Yeah.
Nani?
So
but you can watch Parasite on Netflix, and it is dubbed.
Right. My cousin was saying, forget dubs. He's saying no. Cass is not saying nani yet. He's not saying anything yet, but I'll record it when he does and send it to you. Nani?
Yay!
Alright, so what's your review?
Okay.
What's your one?
My review is of The Old Guard on Netflix. It's like a late
No,
review.
I watched it this week as well.
So,
Actually, it was sick.
did you like it?
I thought it was sick.
Okay, good.
It was okay.
Yes, okay. Yeah. So, Old Guard.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Kieran's like, like,
I didn't say anything. I'm sitting, I'm listening.
Okay. So, Old Guard is adapted from comic book. They've actually stuck quite close to the comic book in terms of the story and obviously characters. So there are 4, 1, 2, 3. There's 4 of them. They are at the moment they're part of a secret service SAS assassin group, and they're a bunch of what we know to be as immortals, meaning that you stab them, you shoot them, you drown them, they don't die, basically. And they've been around for eons and eons and eons and eons and eons, and people have come, people have gone, yada yada. But the one who's the oldest is Andy. I cannot remember her full name. Spartacus, whatever her name is. It's one of them names. It's one of them names. She's the eldest. She's like, she's like over 6,000 years old or whatever. And the story is they do jobs and then they F off and do whatever they're doing and come back every now and again to do like one-off jobs.
And
they've been brought together to do this one job.
Andromica of
there we go.
Scythia. Yeah.
Andy. We can call her Andy. Yeah. We're gonna call her Andy. So they got called to do a job by the guy who plays the guy in
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, the one who's come to take everybody's,
what's his name?
Take everybody's powers.
Him.
The black guy in Doctor Strange. The one who... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but that actor. So he's in it. So he's playing a good scientist. And look, it's Rich is like,
Chiwetel Ejiofor. Chiwetel. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, we go. So he's in it. He's playing a scientist, and he hires them to do a job. Yep, he hires them to do a job, and they go to do this job, and it's a double cross, and they get shot to death. And so after that, story progresses. Yeah, I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't watched it, but it's a really, really good show. There is a new addition to their team, and she's a black Marine. She's like, she goes on job, and something happens, and then someone slices her neck open. And one thing I do like, go ahead.
Sorry, you said she's a black Marine. Is that some sort of government term? Or is she black and she's a Marine?
She's black and she's a Marine. Sorry, I forgot the commas and the extra and the space. So she's a black woman who happens to be a Marine. There we go. But she had an accident. Someone slices her neck open, and that's what I'm saying. I do like that. This is, me. I love a little bit of violence. I love a good little piece of violence. Side note. Actually, no. Let me finish this, and I'll do side note in a minute. Right. So she gets her neck sliced open, and then she heals, and then her friends are like,
"What the hell?
What happened to your neck?" She's like, "They're like, she did a new skin graft," and the doctor's looking at her like, "No, I didn't touch you." Like, it's no joke. So obviously, she kind of gets ostracized, and then Andy and her little brigade, like, they have like visions about her, and they're like, "Oh shit,
another one.
She's awake." Yeah, another one's like, "All right, cool, we got to go find her." So Andy goes find her. They get into a nice, all sorts of debauchery and madness kind of thing, and they end up coming together and yada yada yada. I really didn't like me. I know I should be more patient with characters, and because I know the story, but I really hate when characters have to find themselves now.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, I've come into this thing and I'm not sure about my power and I don't want to end up like that. And I'm like, just
be it. Just do it.
Do it. But they've got to go through the emotional process and walk away and yada yada. Anyway,
can I say because I obviously you read the comic. I didn't read the comic. I didn't really find her that annoying in that sense because I was getting to know her as well. I know what you mean, that you just want it to be the action bit, but I didn't really. Yeah. The only bit was there was another. I think it happened it happened once where she said she went to see her family, and then if you thought that she got over
Yeah.
it, but then again she did it again, and it's like, it's kind of like you're going through it again, kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's like, let's just.
Yeah. The second time it was just
Yeah.
like, really, you're gonna go to the shops, and then when we get to the shops, you're not gonna come in the shop. Long, like it's just, I was just like, you know. But apart from that, like the characters, all the characters are really good. They're really funny.
Man, those
they're really
the
funny.
two guys,
like this.
Yeah,
I don't even want to spoil
it's so
it.
good, man.
It's
sick.
so good.
It is.
Um,
Sorry.
Okay, when Rich does his smiling thing, he really likes it. But no, it's really good. Yeah.
It is sick though. It is really sick.
It is really good, and it's one of those ones where you're like, because obviously it's like Charlize Theron, she's such a big movie star. You don't think she would gel that much with certain unknown kind of actors or new actors or whatever kind of thing.
She's a geek, man.
And it's almost like, but it's almost, she gelled so well with them. It doesn't feel like it's like Charlize Theron and other actors. It's like, it was really good. I heard that they're doing a trilogy, so we're going to get 2 more films.
Do you know what though?
Off of this one. What?
Do you know, I for me, I'm like, they should make this a series, because I actually want to see a lot more of this.
Yeah.
I actually want to see a lot more of this.
When you were talking about this, I thought this when I even saw it on Netflix.
Yeah.
I thought it was a series too.
That's what. Yeah.
It was a series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just Scream series. It's Scream series.
Yeah. And I think it would work better.
When you said film just now, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I was like, when I was watching it, it was like, I know this would work much better as a TV show, but I get why they've done the film kind of thing. So I'm like, even if they did the second one it wouldn't matter. It kind of all works. But I'm glad that we're getting 3, because obviously how it ended, it was like, no way, so good. But if you get to watch it, I give it 4 out of 5 geeks.
Yeah,
you know, it's good. You know, the fighting in there's really good. The CG in there's really good. You know what I mean, for how it is as well. Like, so they could have effed up a lot on the special effects. I was like, oh, okay.
Chris is saying he thought it was subpar and didn't really explain much in terms of story. That's
how.
But I think that's the thing. That's the reason why I would want it to be a series, because they did have a few clips about, because that Andromeda, she is old. She's like the oldest one. I'm not going into spoilers, but obviously they're immortal, so they've got to be very old. But she's the oldest one, and they show some clips about her, like clips of her backstory, but not too much of it. But it's one of those, man. I could go really deep in this, but like for me, I'm the kind of person who loves that type of thing, where it's a bit like a Samurai Jack kind of thing, where Jack is always going into different times. Even though he's gone to the future is mixed with different times. So going into that time and settling there for a bit and seeing what's going on with that story, and then going for a different decade or a different century, and having a little bit of what's going on in that century. I feel that it would be a lot better if they spent a bit more time in those times, exploring her age of when she first became, or you know what I mean? Do you know? Yeah.
But now, because obviously how the story panned out and what happened at the end, for the second film, they have that opportunity to do that now. You know what I mean? Because they've got the new person, and the new person has to learn from the old person, and then you've got the person in the middle who has to help the people and the thing. So so they can do that in the second film. But I completely agree. Like, if it was a TV show, you could flesh it out a bit more, kind of thing. Yeah, but it was like you can only do so much. Otherwise, it's going to be a 3-hour film. Because like Andy herself is like, she's a film in itself. Like, they could do a prequel with just Andy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And just her whole timeline. You know.
But then, and that's the thing. Like you were saying with the other characters, with Charlie Theron, when she's in it with the other characters, you're like, I actually want to know about these characters as well. Like, I want to know what their history is and where they came from and how they went through it, and you know, it's got the opportunity to be deep, like, but
But we're in Corona.
We're in Corona, and it's a
We're in Corona.
movie, so I don't think it's gonna get that deep
on Netflix.
So
Yeah.
it is good.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. But I just wish it was
It
was a series, because I think it would be like you. I would give it like four geeks, 4.5 geeks. Yeah.
Just for just because if it was a TV show, I think it would have pushed it to 5.
Definitely.
But it's still quite good. Yes, my sidebar. Sorry, just completely unrelated. If you ever watched Gangs of London,
Gangs of London.
And I wasn't too pressed on watching Gangs of London, because I was like, nah, it's London. Like, no. Let me tell you, you're gonna do another review. It's fucking good. It's great. It's great. One, because the violence is top tier violence. Yeah, and they've got good. It's got good. You know what? It's almost like it made me feel like the proper stunt coordinators and fighting coaches were taking leave out of Marvel. And
I think I have heard about this.
They've got some gore in there.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, I was just looking at it, and I remember when the trailer.
Is it on Sky Atlantic?
Atlantic.
That's why I ain't seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's on Telegraph too. But like, I send you a link. But like, no, seriously.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to,
it's
watch
got
London. Yeah. One, because
it's got the lady from Game of Thrones, the mother in it. She's badass, man. I reckon she's badass.
Yeah. No, she's no. It's hardcore.
Yeah.
The Wolf's mum. The
Yeah, I know, for real, right?
Names now, like all that information that I learned.
About 9-10 years of it.
Yes, let it stay dead.
Up north, mum.
Huh?
Is it up north, mum?
Yeah.
Not Jon Snow's.
Not his mum, but his stepmom. Starks, the Stark mum.
Yeah.
Stark's mum, What's her name? Stark. Miranda Stark.
Miranda Stark.
Something like that. But in this, she's badass. In this, she's so badass. And one thing as well, it's like, even though it's predominantly about this guy and what happened, whatever, this black man that's in this show, can I say, he smashes it. Like, I was like, I'm expecting it to be some, thing like that. I'm like, the black people in this, I was like, they just stole the whole show. I was like, the fighting that this man was doing and fucking and killing people. I was like, this is what I want to see from London.
What is it?
This is the kind of TV.
When is it based? Is it like based in nowadays, or like the 80s, or?
It's based now. They were in Hackney.
Oh, serious?
No, it was based now. They were in Hackney. They went to South. They were like in some of the scenes. I was like, wait, that's outside. Wait, that's down the corner. It is so good. It is so good. Like, and I was very hesitant to watch it, but if you get a chance to watch the Ting, it's really good. You won't be disappointed. I just say, like, we as black people, we stole the show because we're shit. So like, but everybody was really good in it. Let's just say that. So yes, that's my.
I guess.
Yeah, no, it's not the first time I heard
Have a
about
look,
this. So yeah, I'm definitely giving this a watch. Definitely.
Yeah. Yes, I binged watched it.
How many?
I watched one. I was like,
how many episodes in the season? 9. Okay.
9.
Yeah, that's all right.
9. Yeah.
Just checked.
Yeah.
Oh, there's only 9.
Like 15
oh, right. Okay.
So
that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Give or take.
Something like that. Yeah. I binged watched it.
Is that how you do maths? Is that how you do maths? I don't know.
I'm a geek.
Not a nerd.
I'm a geek, not a nerd.
I know about space-time continuum. I don't know about math.
Oh, the series
okay.
was created by Gareth Evans, best known for the Raid action crime films. Wow. Okay. So what? They got that type of fighting in it? Is it?
Oh, the Raid kind of fighting, yeah.
They got Raid fighting back.
Why did you just say that, Aisha? You're like...
I'm sorry. I was too excited.
Oh, see.
No, seriously, the fighting is sick. Like, I was like, well done. Stunt coordinators, everybody in there.
Nice.
It was great. It was wonderful to hear someone be like, oh, you dickhead, fuck you. And then someone smashes a bottle and then tries to drag him in his eye. And I was just like, yes, this is what I wanted to see. So it's amazing. So if you get to watch it, watch Gangs of London.
Right.
Maybe watch one tonight.
I won't be able to watch it tonight, but yeah, I'll
Okay.
I'm just not gonna watch it.
Okay.
I'll definitely
I'll send
watch
the
it,
link.
man. It sounds
Yes, I'll
sick
send the
now.
link.
It
Go
does,
ahead.
and yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There's so many shows. I don't know how you two do it, man. I just go around and by the end of it, I'm like, fuck it. Like,
I know. I need rest. I need rest in between.
There
I'm
is
like,
back
okay,
catalogs
do
of
one.
stuff, man. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
the thing is,
Innit?
then I end up discovering things that I just want to watch as well. So when people are suggesting things to me, I'm like, trying to do this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, it's cool. Yeah, you just got to put it on the recommendations and then be like, But when I watched Gangs of London, I wasn't gonna watch it, and I watched it, and then I just binged it, and then at 4 o'clock in the morning, I was like, I have finished, and then it was just like, 3 days of rest, and then I slept.
Nice. All right,
like, okay,
sweet.
But yeah, go ahead.
All right.